Yo, what is going on, people? This is a little video to cover about what I do for a living and talk a little bit about myself, where I'm from, how old I am, all that sort of jazz. I'll just jump right into it. Basically, for a living, I'm assistant manager at a pub in my local town, which is about a mile away, 2 miles away. I've done it for about 3 years. I've worked my way up from barman to supervisor to assistant manager, and I do anything they want me to do. Basically, I'm a head chef, I'll be a holding manager, I'll be supervising the bar if my manager's not around. That's pretty much it for the work side of things. I can't complain about the money. I earn pretty good money for what I do, for my age. The money I get is substantial enough for me to afford to do what I want and all that sort of, and afford what I can afford and go out and do what I want. Yeah, that's my job side of things. I love my job, I enjoy it. I do spend a lot of time there. It can get frustrating sometimes when I'm sat around doing nothing and I could be at home doing something else, or I could be with my girlfriend doing other things. That's what you get when you work in a pub. You get shift work, and you don't really get a lot of time. The shifts are so shit. Like, you could have like a 6 o'clock start one night, like 6 till whenever you finish, so say 5:30 midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you could be back in at like 10 o'clock in the morning till 4, and then the next day you're back in at 6. So you sort of, it all shifts and changes, but it's fun. It's fun work. I like Fridays and Saturday nights working in a pub. Some of the best. I've had such good laughs in there with like regulars who come in. Like, they've told me so many stories, and I've really enjoyed myself working. Sometimes it doesn't feel like work. It only feels like work when you start getting agitated and annoyed at people who are so impatient. Like, I hate. I'm a bit of a hypocrite here. I hate impatient people. Like, when they're waiting for a drink, when they click, tapping or waving the money around. Like, as a barman, if you work in a bar, anyone who watches this video, you'll know what I mean. Like, when they go oi or click their fingers, it can be frustrating, but in the overall of it, the regulars in that pub make my job worthwhile. Like, and the money, those are the only two things that keep me working there. Unless I get a job offer that offers me like a good amount of money to go and work 9 till 5 hours and have Saturdays and Sundays off, is the only way I would leave that pub, to go and work 9 till 5 hours for more money than what I'm on and have weekends off. That is the only way I would do it, but I don't see that happening unless I really look. And to be honest, I'm comfortable where I am at the minute, so I won't really need to look right now. But yeah, that's my work side of things. Just talked a little bit about that. The next thing I want to talk about is, I did just mention I have a girlfriend. Her name's Zoe. We've been together for about 6 months now. I've never been so happy. We spend so much time together, we get on, we got so much in common, and she understands this whole like YouTube concept. Like, she understands the videos, she understands the concept of clips, and she's just perfect. She knows everything. She's very much a gamer like me. She plays Xbox. She's got her own gaming PC, like 1,500 quid's worth. I'm like, fucking hell, I would love a gaming PC that's like 1,500 quid's worth. She understands all of it, so it's pretty awesome that I get to share what I do as a hobby with the girl I love. So it all balances out, and it's all like really perfect. So I just love it. Also, for you guys who didn't know what I look like, this is me. Howdy. I'm 21. I'm from Kent in the UK. I've lived there my whole life. I've worked in Kent my whole life. I don't really venture too far. I'm actually saving up for a holiday at the minute, which I'll be booking for September time, and I'll probably have a few videos up in the future then of because by then I'll have a camera and I'll make a little video of my holiday. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't really had time off work to go out and enjoy myself. I mean, I say that I'm off work for 10 days now, but I don't really drink as much as I used to. Like, when I first turned 18, I'd go out and get absolutely fucking smashed every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night for about a year on the trot, like non-stop. It's just, I can't do it. I use the money that I spend on beer for so much more things. Like, pay for driving lessons, which I haven't done yet. I could go on more holidays. I could just, all the money that I spend on beer, like I was spending like £150 a week on beer. That was just going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'd spend an additional bit of money just food, just like pointless food, when I've got like, because I live at home at the minute. My mum buys all the food shopping, and I just give her money for gas and electric, and I pay quite a hefty amount of rent to live here. I've got it quite lucky, really. Some people don't have the luxury that I have at the minute. They don't live at home. They can barely afford to live on their own out in a flat somewhere. But I'm quite lucky. At the minute I love living at home because I'm not moving out till next year. Me and Zoe are looking for a place in the new year, so we're going on holiday this year, because it's the only sort of time we're going to be able to afford to do it at the minute. And then next year we'll be going to look for a flat, doing some viewings just like locally. Like, I don't want to go I don't want to go too far from where I work. Like, I work in a town called Tunbridge Wells, and I can get a bus there, and it takes 15 minutes from where I live. It's literally 15 minutes away, and I could walk it in like 45 minutes an hour, and I can cycle it in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So if I moved into town, that'd be perfect for me, because I'm going to be 5 minutes from my pub no matter whereabouts I live in town, because the town's not massive. But Zoe, for a living, she works in a pub as well. She's a barmaid. She works in the Camden Arms, which is a pub basically 10 minutes away from my house, which is why she stays a lot. But it's also cool because I get to see her like every day, which is like awesome. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the community and what sort of where it's headed at the minute. I've been doing the Call of Duty side of thing for since I first got my 360. I was more of a Halo guy before. I was brought up around the concept of gaming. Like when I was 7 or 8 years old, I had my first console was a PS1. I was probably about 6 or 7. After that, my stepdad moved in. We got a place. Me and my brother would play the PlayStation 2 every single day. After school, we'd get on the PlayStation, play like Buzz, play Smash TV, play Gran Turismo, all that sort of thing. And then a year later, we got our own console. We got a GameCube. We play FIFA. We play Mario Kart Double Dash. We play Medal of Honor. All those sorts of games. Back then, it was just a pastime. When it was raining outside, and we couldn't go out and play football. We'd sit indoors, play our GameCube, or we had DS's. We had Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advance SPs, normal Game Boy Advance. Like gaming side of things and consoles, we were spoiled as kids. We got like every when a new console came out, we would have it. Like, our mum would make sure we wouldn't go without like keeping up with the game consoles at the time. Then we got rid of our GameCube and we moved on to the Wii for a little while, and that was our family console where we'd all sit down like on a Sunday and we'd play the Wii, which was like a good laugh. And then we moved house. I got my 360. My brother got his Xbox before me. He had his Xbox for like 6 months before me, and then I went and decided that I'd save up my pocket money, doing odd jobs, and at the time I had my paper round, so I bought myself an Xbox when I was like 13, 14 at the time. I think I was about 13, yeah. And then I got Call of Duty 4, and I was just playing it as it was a shooting game. It was like very high rated, and I remember seeing trailers for it before it came out, and I was like, I've got to get this game. It looks so good. So I bought the game. Obviously, I didn't buy it. I wasn't old enough at the time, but my stepdad bought it for me. But I got it, and it was out of this world. It was like the first amazing first-person shooter that everyone just sort of went crazy about. Like, I was reading reviews and like doing game walkthroughs for the story, like searching it on my laptop, on my phone when I was younger. When COD 4 came out, it was all about making montages. Obviously, I didn't quite understand the concept of that to begin with. I used to just play TDM or whatever, and just red gun and like lay down and camp with a sniper and just like go for kill streaks. So it was more of I was never thought of go for a clip sort of guy. I was more of like, oh, wait till I get my heli and then I'm set for the fucking rest of the game. I remember getting invited to a sniper lobby, and I went into it and I didn't understand what was going on. And then I'm pretty sure I got playing the rules, and then it just went from there really. I played it. I used to play SLs every day. My account got hacked in like 2010, 2011, which pissed me off a little bit. I didn't play Xbox for about a year, nearly a year. I came back about 2012, and then I got back into SLs, and basically it went from there. It sort of went from there for me. Like, I sort of started playing a lot more. I started making videos. That's where it sort of took. 2012 was the year it sort of took off for me in making it a proper hobby and actually making videos. I started recording in late 2011 was when I made my Dafro gamer tag. Might have been like August, September time. I made my game tag in 2011. I used to just make like little videos, and like hitting +20s before I was recording was like mad for me. Like then on COD 4, crazy, like hitting collat headshots. I know I used to get a lot of shit for that. The community has its ups and downs, but it's not heading in the right direction anymore. Everything's been done. No one can do anything like this face cam sort of thing where I interact with you guys. It's been done so many times before. No one is really making anything out of the blue. It's very rare that someone like makes a video that no one's ever heard of or no one really understands, like challenge videos and all that sort of thing. It's all been done. This is why I'm not making it like my goal to like be a successful YouTuber, because everything's already been done. And making it a hobby, I mean, I'm fine for it to be in my hobby because I love doing what I do. I love gaming. It's something I'll probably never grow out of. I've done it so long. Like, my channel's been open since 2011 on this, since I started doing it as Dafro. So much has changed in the last 5 years. I don't think it's ever going to turn around for the better. Like, that's probably been like that for a good 3 years. Like, it's not going to turn around and be what it used to be. It's not as it was, and it's never going to be like that ever again. It's changed too much for it to turn back and be like, oh yeah, let's let's just go back to what it used to be and start again, sort of thing. It's not going to do that. Like when I'm reading on Twitter about the remastering of COD 4 with the new Infinite Warfare, I'm thinking still not that Infinity Ward will still fuck up somehow. There's redo COD 4 and make the community what it used to be, unless they actually remaster the game as an individual game, remake it with new graphics. Obviously the new engine in the Xbox One. That's not going to happen. It's an add-on for Infinite Warfare. Obviously that's as much information as I've got, and I won't know until they release Infinite Warfare, but until then, that's what I've got. Like, I just don't know where the community is going to go now. Everyone's heading in the same direction. It's either you're successful or you're not when it comes to YouTube. There's no in between. Like, you've got like all like FaZe Clan who've been going since like 2010, who've just like made their way up as a team, like their most subscribed gaming team on YouTube, and like all their players have got like million subs. So they sort of, I don't really know what they did to get that far, but they were obviously a trickshotting team when trickshotting was first coming about, so that's sort of where they took off, and it's never really stopped going. With like gaming and making minis and stuff like that, everyone does it. I mean, I do it, but that's because I love doing it. It's not because I'm trying to get money from it, because like I said, I've got a secure job that I can afford. I've got a disposable wage. I can do what I want. With the community side of things, it's just gone to shit. Like, I've been through pretty much, apart from the year I didn't play Xbox because my account got hacked and I was just like, nah, I can't bother. Ever since then, it's never going to go back to the way it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have loads of people I play with now and I enjoy it just as much now as I did then, but it was different then. Like, the whole concept was still new. Like, now it's just so old that nobody really gives a shit, but a lot of people are seeing this COD 4 remaster and thinking, oh my god, it's going to be so sick, like, we should get this game, it's going to be so good, it's on the Xbox One, it's coming as an add-on as Infinite Warfare, we should all get this and just play it like it's COD 4 when it came out. And I'm thinking, like, you just can't compare a remaster to the original. It's just not going to be the same unless, like I said, they're going to remaster it on as a normal game. I suppose you have to wait and see, to be honest. I'm not getting an Xbox. I don't have an Xbox One, and I'm not getting one for the sake of a COD 4 remaster, because I just think that's pointless. Paying out like 300 quid for a console when they're bringing out a COD 4 remake. If they're going to do it, they should just do it for all the current platforms. Like, obviously new gen has new engines, so it's going to look better no matter what they do with that game, but I suppose we just have to wait and see. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to continue making videos. Obviously, I've had a little bit of time off work. I've had 10 days off work, so it's my 21st birthday Sunday, so I've been a little bit more active than usual. I've been doing some cut comms, something I've never really done before, and I know it's been done million times over, but I thought I'd give it a go for myself. I always see cut comms and I think, maybe I'll give it a go. So I thought, while I'm off, I might as well give it a whirl. See what you guys think of it. I never do this for the likes or the shares or the comments. I just enjoy seeing other people's response to how my video making process is. Like, a lot of people do things differently. Like, they don't differ from everyone else, but the way they do their videos, they do their channel is just slightly different to everyone else, which is why I follow a variety of different people on YouTube and watch their videos, and it's quite enjoyable. But if you guys enjoy my videos, it's up to you whether you want to subscribe, like and share. That's all down to you. I don't really mind. It's not, because like I say, it's a hobby. If I don't get big, I don't get big, because I love what I do. If I do, then it's just a bonus, but it's nothing I'll ever quit my job for unless I really blow up and I can make a living out of it. But I don't see that happening for me. I don't really do enough, but I love doing this. It's an enjoyable thing to do. I love the video. I love making the videos. Like, when I look through the camera and like I'm sort of staring at a camera to make a video like this, and I'm almost talking to myself. That's what it feels like. But then I try to interact with people who actually watch my videos, because nobody really knows what I like. Not a lot of people know what I look like. It'd be quite interesting to see the response. Like, oh, this I didn't put in the voice to the face. It's quite, because a lot of people say I don't sound like I don't look like what I sound. Which I suppose, unless you see someone, you're not going to know what they look like. So, but yeah, I've covered everything I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. I know I've ranted and I've talked about loads of different things, but I've covered everything I wanted to talk about. I've got another video coming. It's going to be like an update video about what's going to be happening with my channel when I go back to work, so I'm not going to have a lot of time off to think about what videos I want to make, because work is going to be up to my eyeballs for a couple of weeks, and then I've got my holiday and whatnot. So we'll just see how things go from here. But I hope you enjoy this video anyway, guys. I know it's going to be a fucking long one. It's like 18 minutes where I've just chatted fucking load of shit, but I'll cut it down to about 15 minutes, cut out where I rant about loads of shit. But anyway, I hope you enjoy my video, guys, and if you want to like or comment or whatever, that's down to you. I will see you in the next video. Peace, guys.